You know that deep, nagging question you feel sometimes? The one that sits at the very core of your being? It's that question about life, about death, and what in the world connects the two. Well, that's not just you being philosophical. That question is literally the engine of the entire spiritual journey.
And this isn't some new age idea. This question is ancient. Just listen to this plea from the young seeker Nachiketa. He's standing in front of the Lord of Death himself and could ask for anything, wealth, power, you name it. But what does he ask for? He wants the one thing that truly matters, the hidden secret of it all. That is the ultimate question, and it's the same one echoing inside every one of us.
So, to really start this exploration, we've got to look at these fundamental questions we all carry around, these great whys that are pushing us to find something more. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, who we'll call Bhagavan, reveals something so profound here. He says that when you're empowered with the answers to these great whys of life, you become completely inexploitable. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't just mean other people can't take advantage of you. It means that even your own inner darkness, your own ignorance, completely loses its grip on you.
Okay, so as we start looking for these answers, it's natural to turn to the great masters of the past, right? But here's the thing. This is exactly where we, as modern seekers, hit our first big roadblock. According to Bhagavan, those ancient masters, they're still communicating, for sure. But they speak in what he calls a language of silence, a super subtle, vibrant energy. The problem is, the constant chatter in our modern minds is just so loud. It's like we're trying to listen to a beautiful, quiet melody while a rock concert is blasting in our heads. We've just forgotten how to tune into that silence. And this really shows you the critical difference. An old master's communication is so subtle that you pretty much have to achieve total inner silence to even hear it. And let's be honest, that's tough. But a living master, as Bhagavan puts it, he's got a loudspeaker. He speaks your language, and his voice, his energy, is powerful enough to cut right through all that inner noise and reach you exactly where you are right now. So this brings us to the absolutely essential role of a living master. He's here to be a bridge, to make all that timeless wisdom accessible and actually practical for the world we live in today. Bhagavan reveals that his whole mission is really a three-step process. First, he decodes the secrets that are locked away in these ancient texts. Then, he translates those huge cosmic truths from the sages into a language and a framework that you can actually understand in your reality. And finally, and this is the game changer, he transforms that pure spiritual science into practical, user-friendly technology that you can apply directly to your life. The big takeaway here is that this ancient science is not some relic in a museum. Bhagavan really emphasizes this. It's current, it's relevant, and it's designed to be as useful in your daily life as your smartphone. It's a living science for living a better life, and it starts the moment you plug in. Now, we're about to get into something that goes way beyond just teaching. We've talked about knowledge, sure, but the most vital function of a living master, well, it's something else entirely. It's all about transmission. Just think about it for a second. You could read every single spiritual book ever written. You could memorize every sacred verse and become a total expert. But can all that knowledge by itself give you the ultimate experience? And right here, we hit a fundamental truth that Bhagavan has revealed. All the scriptures, all the books and teachings, they can absolutely inspire you. They can light a fire in you, a desire for the ultimate. But they can't give you the experience itself. That has to be transmitted. This is exactly why a living master is so essential. The experience is transmitted directly from flesh to flesh, as he says. A living master literally radiates truth from his very being, from his bones. This energy transfer is called Shaktipada, and what it does is awaken your own inner potential, your Kundalini energy. Bhagavan teaches that even the great masters of the past, if you manage to connect with them, will ultimately just point you to a living master who can give you this direct, powerful transmission. So what's the whole point of this journey with a master? Where are we headed? Well, it's not about getting some prize in the afterlife. The goal is incredibly potent, and it's for right here, right now. The ultimate goal is Jivan Mukti, which means living enlightenment, and Bhagavan defines this as reaching a state of such inner power that even your own old patterns, your own self-doubt, can no longer mess with you. It's the supreme experience of total liberation, what we call moksha, but you get to live it and enjoy it right here in this body.
And this is where you can see the huge difference between just a teacher and a master. A teacher gives you information, right? They know things intellectually. But a master, because he has directly experienced the truth, gives you the experience itself. And as Bhagavan Mo so beautifully puts it, the master uses his love as a kind of anesthesia, making the deep inner surgery of transformation a totally blissful and joyful process.
Okay, now here's a really powerful statement from Bhagavan. Old masters are dead. Living master is death. Whoa, that sounds intense, right? But what does he mean? He clarifies. He will be death for your ego. See, a living master isn't here to pat your ego on the back and give it what it wants. His purpose is to help you go beyond the ego completely, to shatter its limitations.
And this leads us to the ultimate, highest function of the guru, the master, in your life as a seeker. What is his real job? Bhagavan reveals that the guru is the living, breathing extension of Paramashiva, the ultimate pure, divine consciousness that is the source of everything. He is that cosmic intelligence made manifest on this planet. When the divine decides to enter your life in this form, well, it's the greatest possible thing that can happen to a seeker. And so, here we are at the final truth. It's this simple. The guru is the door. He is the direct, living, breathing portal through which you can actually experience Paramashiva, the ultimate reality itself. So we'll conclude with the Mahavakya, the great cosmic utterance given to us by Bhagavan, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. This single statement really wraps up our whole journey today. It means that the experience of being one with the divine, with Paramashiva, is directly accessed through the doorway of the guru. So the ultimate question isn't just why do I need a living master? It's am I ready to finally walk through the door that's being held wide open for me?